Hello, and welcome back to a new video. Today we got a little bit of tech news, which I personally find very interesting because I was one of the early adopters, knowing full well that this technology is just not going to work out. And so here we are today. Google announced that in mid-January, they will shut down Google Stadia. Let's take a look. You can see here on the website, we have the full screen for you. Phil Harrison, the vice president and general manager of Stadia, says, "Hey, we got a message for you." And in the end, they're like, "Hey, we build the stuff. It's very cool. But in the end, players will continue to have access to the games and allow you to play through January 18th, 2023. So still a few more months, but they will work on refunding everyone because Stadia's dead." The underlying technology platform that powers Stadia has been proven at scale and transcends gaming. We see clear opportunities to apply this technology across other parts of Google, like YouTube, Google Play, and our augmented reality efforts. Amazing, right? Like Google Stadia, the company that has YouTube running for ages now without making much profit, if even at all. I think they're still making red numbers in the end with YouTube. They are so big, they could technically afford to have Stadia run just like a pet project, but they decided, you know what, it's not working out. We had the pandemic happening, nobody was playing Stadia, and so we're done with it. And I was one of the early adopters of Stadia. I do have a Stadia box somewhere. There you go. I got this. I was one of the very early order people that got Google Stadia here. And what was in there? Well, really was not much in there. And they had a controller and a Chromecast Ultra. And tell you what, the Chromecast Ultra is absolutely great if you're not using for Stadia. A little bit pricey. And the controller itself is your standard X input controller, so you could technically still use it for something else. But yeah, when I got this thing, I knew immediately that it doesn't have a future. And here we are today, being proven right. Google Stadia, as we seen, as dead, and they will refund apparently all the people. I don't know when the cutoff was, if the very first adopters would get a refund. I don't think so. But yeah, I will link the article down below. It's just fascinating, man. It's just fascinating. A company as big as Google decided to cut off this gaming stream service. I wonder what all the other companies do, like this NVIDIA, GeForce supported service, and others that are still running like that. But Google, the biggest platform at all, the ones you would think they can make it work, in the end, they decided, nope, it's not worth it. So we're going to shut the system down. Yeah, that's what has happened today. I wonder, though, I want to include you in this. Did you get Google Stadia back when it was released? Have you ever tried game streaming? And of course, what do you think about it? I personally have used it a few times in the beginning when I got it first, and then I just never got back to it, really. The stream quality was not that good. It always played like you've been playing on a bad emulator, for example. And just really the technology wasn't there because just the principle of game streaming isn't there. And the whole idea was, as we've seen when it launched in the beginning, that game streaming like that is only there to bind the customer more to the company and the licensing contracts that they had. And so there was never any ownership over that. And any person that has bought a game actually in this service, very sorry that you did that. I got myself, I think, with this starter kit also, access to Destiny 2 and all the DLCs. But that was included in the starter kit. I think the only other game that I got was Metro Exodus. I think that was the one where I played like a little bit. It wasn't for me anyway, and I think I would probably prefer it anyway on my actual PC right here. So the whole streaming and gaming experience wasn't good enough for that. But hey, I got a very expensive Chromecast now, and technically a good enough controller that you cannot repair at all. It has literally been glued together. There's a very amazing video by Gamers Nexus when they took that controller apart. Can recommend that. And yeah, Google Stadia is dead. It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you like this little update, and I'll see you maybe with more news in the future, because we are at the end of the month, and I wanted to do a little look back at September, and especially how the games that I look at have seen their speedrunning adventures, and of course world records being updated. So stay tuned. I'm gonna work on that quickly in the next few days, and then hopefully have a first working version of this new format out there. Thanks so much for watching, and have a nice day. Bye bye.